In this video, we're going to be looking at ratios. Ratios are a way to compare two different things. Ratios can be written in a few different ways. We're going to talk about three of those ways. Now, one of the ways is just verbally, right? A ratio of circles to stars. They're comparing circles to stars. Now, the order is incredibly important, okay? So first, we're going to write about the circles, then we're going to write about the stars. In this next one, it specifically wants stars to circles. This is not a case where you can use the commutative property to move things around. If it says it in that specific order, that's the order you write it. So this is one way to write a ratio as words, or if I'm looking for circles to stars and I want to write that numerically, I'm going to count my circles, 1, 2. So I have 2 circles, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 stars. I'm going to use a colon to represent the word 2. So this is 2 to 4, or 2 circles to 4 stars. Ratios can also be written like a fraction. So another way we write this is 2 over 4. Our first term is our numerator, and our second term is our denominator. So it's 2 circles to 4 stars. If we were to write that with our letters, we would have circles to stars. Now, this is important to write out because it keeps your notes organized, so you don't forget what is being compared. So if I look at my next one, it's now asking me stars to circles. So now my first number is going to be the amount of stars, which there are 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 stars to 2 circles. As a fraction, that would be 4 over 2. Stars to circles, or stars to circles. Get in this habit. This will help you when you get into proportions and comparing those. Let's look at another example. Sometimes it's going to ask you to the total amount of things that are there. We're looking for now the ratio of squares to total shapes. So first I'm going to count my squares because that is the first thing that they're asking for. I have 1, 2, 3 squares. And then I'm going to count my total amount of shapes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 3 to 6, or 3 over 6. For squares to total shapes. Squares to total shapes. Now we're looking for the ratio of triangles to squares. So in this case, we don't care about the stars because it's only asking for triangles to squares. Again, triangles is my first value I have to find. There's one triangle. Now I'm looking for squares. 1, 2, 3 squares. As a fraction, 1 over 3, and that's triangles to squares.